guys, I'm Callie. I'm here with Jake.
Hello.
And we're going to be playing Pokemon Let's Go and talking about it and answering your questions about the game because I feel like a lot of fans have a lot of questions and we want to answer them. And I might go off on the competitive scene. Maybe. We'll see. So welcome.
And both of us at this point have finished the game, but we're going to start from the beginning of Let's Go Eevee and we'll play that for a little bit, and then we'll switch over to Endgame on Pikachu. So if you don't want any spoilers, we'll let you know when we switch, but like, I don't know. It's Pokemon.
Yeah. If you've played Red, Blue, or Yellow, then you probably know what the end game is like. Or the late game, I should say.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Crime, because he's in the chat, and he was watching us play during Extra Life. It's very cute. And let us know if things are too loud.
Yeah, if we're too loud or the game's too loud. The game might be a little bit too loud. How does actually catching mechanics feel? Is it good or not?
I really like it. I mostly played in handheld mode, though, so I will have that caveat. I think it's best in handheld mode.
Yeah, it feels best in handheld mode with the gyroscope. You can use the control stick in handheld mode. I'm going to skip through this.
We all know how this works.
Yeah. But with the you'll see us try and probably fail with motion controls a little bit.
Yeah, the motion controls are really inconsistent. Like, it's not super easy to do an accurate throw.
Who should I be?
You should be whatever you want to be.
All right.
Volume too low. Hi Errol, thanks for stopping by. I know you have to go to work.
We're gonna name ourselves GameSpot. Nah, chat. What should we name ourselves?
Crime says Brooke.
Okay.
I mean, maybe you should be a girl if we're gonna name ourselves Brooke.
It's too late.
So I saw somebody in chat. I can't find it right now, but it was B Cop saying bring back random battles for XP. So I thought I would really hate it. I thought.
I did too. I did not think I'd like the catching stuff.
Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, what are we naming our rival?
I don't know. I was just gonna name him Grumpy.
Okay.
Ketchup.
Oh wait, Ketchup.
I see Ketchup. I like Ketchup.
I like Ketchup a lot. But yeah, I will say that I thought I would really hate the lack of random encounters, but I actually loved it, and it gave me a chance to catch the Pokemon I wanted to catch and avoid the ones that I didn't want to catch. So I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, being able to see Pokemon in the wild is so nice.
Yeah. And so I was seeing last night on Twitter, and I have yet to verify this, but people were saying that the shiny encounter rate is actually the same as it was in previous games. It's like 1 in 4,096 or something like that. But because you're seeing multiple Pokemon on screen at all times, your chance of seeing the shiny
is increased
because you can see them all.
That makes sense.
Because Jake has what, 4 shinies?
Yeah, two of which I traded from Go, though.
Oh, right.
But I ran into a Golbat, and I ran into a shiny Pidgeotto. Oh, I guess I have 5, because then I also have a shiny Ponyta, which we'll show off later, too, if you guys are interested.
So, Jake, you reviewed this game, and you quite enjoyed it. So if you haven't read Jake's review, you should read it, because it should answer... It's like 1,600 words answering a lot of your questions about why he liked it. But yeah. We'll also answer questions in the chat, of course.
I'm not reading your dang email. Ketchup.
It says the same thing the whole game. It doesn't change.
What? Oh, I know. It's
email?
Just like press A to interact with things or whatever, right?
Miguel Ramirez says, but you're supposed to catch them all. Jake did that. You can catch them all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice to be able to see what you're catching. Oh, and Crime brings up a good point. The Pokemon RPG coming in 2019 is supposed to be a more quote-unquote hardcore version for like the really intense Pokemon players, and that might have random encounters. We don't know much about that game yet.
I hope it doesn't.
I wouldn't be upset if they took that out, honestly.
Yeah. If they use this.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe still have the battling when you run into a Pokemon, but seeing them around the world is much nicer.
And like seeing like a big Gyarados in the water is so cool.
Yeah. Oh, we can ride some of my Pokemon too and see how that looks.
Yeah.
We can show them off like following me.
Yeah. Let's see. The Old Raven says, "Can you battle online?" You can connect with people over the internet, but there's no like matchmaking, which is kind of disappointing.
It's weird how all Pokemon have like their classic, like, I don't even know what it's called, like low quality call, except for Eevee and Pikachu, where it's like,
yeah, they all have their regular call except for
we could also do co-op too.
We could.
If people want to see that, it's all right.
It's basically just like so you can give your kids something to do while you play,
Yeah.
kind of. We tried it and it wasn't super great. Let's see. We're getting a lot of questions actually, so I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with these.
Can you still do the dupe glitch with missing no? I tried.
No,
I
we
actually
tried it.
like went up and down there, seeing if I could run into him, but I didn't spend a lot of time.
Aussie Games. I'm sick with mono for 6 weeks and wishing I could go out to get Pokemon Let's Go to play while sick. I'm sorry you're sick. You could always download it, right?
Yeah, it's a small game.
Yeah.
It's not too big, but I guess if, like, I don't know, if your internet's pretty bad. I mean, you're watching the stream though.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're sick. Feel better soon. Let's
Or
see.
maybe he's one of those people who likes to have the physical edition.
Yeah.
Which I get, but I gave up on that dream. Not enough space.
I bought the largest possible micro USB or
Yeah, me
SD,
too.
micro SD. Okay. May the Unicorn has a question that I really like how it's phrased. It says, so question, the Eevee, your main muchacho, can it be evolved? Also, our gender's a thing. So no, the Eevee or Pikachu that you get in the opening sequence can't be evolved. But you can catch another one and evolve it. And you can catch a Pikachu and evolve it in Let's Go Pikachu. Genders are a thing. So the Pokemon do have genders. It doesn't... So, a little history for you. When genders were first introduced in Gold and Silver, they were actually tied to the Pokemon's attack stat, so it was impossible for a female Pokemon to have a high attack stat. That's what determined if the Pokemon was female, was basically being weak. And they changed that, of course, as like I think in Ruby and Sapphire, they changed it pretty immediately. But that is normal, so that follows the same structure as newer Pokemon games where.
I'm naming our Eevee Crime for Crime, since he's always here in the chat.
Oh, and Gray Fox 00700 is here too. Hey, thank you for coming. There's so many questions. Sorry, guys. How does the XP system... Oh, wait, I was going to finish one thing about the evolution and gender is some of the main stat things are newer. So there's no abilities in this game, but there are natures. So it's interesting. It's kind of a blend of like the original Red, Blue, and Yellows, like more simplified. Because there were IVs and base stats in those games, but they were much more simplified. So they've been kind of remastered in a way, but not as intense as, say, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, where you have abilities and held items. And this game has Mega Evolution, but since there's no abilities, that just increases the stats. So it's kind of a weird mixture. I think it was Miguel Ramirez asked how XP works. You get the most XP for catching Pokemon. I found, like, I didn't get that much XP from battling trainers, but I didn't miss that. I kind of liked... It's easier to level up your Pokemon, honestly. Yes, this is on Switch. I don't know if there's plans for Pro Controller support. That would be nice.
I was a little bummed that that's not there, but it is nice to be able to play it with one hand. Like I can text or, I don't know, drink a beer as I play Pokemon, as Pokemon was meant to be played.
And that's how you know you've grown up. You're like, I used to play this game with two hands on my Game Boy, and now I'm playing it with one hand and a beer. Izanagi no Okami says, name the first Pokemon you catch. Iza, please.
I will. But we're catching a good one, though. We're not going to catch a Pidgey or a Rattata. Or Rattata or whatever.
Rattata.
Rattata. There we go.
May the Unicorn, I appreciate your questions and how you're phrasing them, so please keep asking questions. May the Unicorn says, do you evolve Eevee via evolution stones now? That's something that confused me with the whole Link Pogo with Let's Go. Lol. Also, how does CP work? I'm sorry, I have so many questions. So I can answer the... it's all evolution stones, but you can only evolve it into Jolteon, Flareon, or Vaporeon, so that you don't have access to the rest of the evolutions. However, in Let's Go Eevee, which is the version I played, Jake played Let's Go Pikachu for the review, you can teach your Pokemon special moves. You might have seen, like, in the trailers, it was like, Pikachu learns Zippy Zap, and it's like these kind of, like, baby-sounding names. They're actually really good moves. Like, Zippy Zap, I think, it's like quick attack, but electric.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it always goes first or whatever.
And it has easy criticals, too, I think we found out as well,
Yeah,
right?
they all have, like, a bonus. So, Eevee can learn 8 of those, because for one for each type it can evolve into. So I taught Eevee a dark type one. It's called Baddie Bad, but it basically is an attack, and it has Reflect built in, and I use that to just like crush Sabrina. So they do have a little bit of like Eevee's full evolution stuff.
Yeah, I really wish that, like, I'm fine that they didn't take the whole Pokédex, but I wish they at least had like all of Eevee's evolutions and like the third evolutions of things like Rhydon, and even though I don't like Rhyperion that much, or Magnezone, or yeah.
Right.
Whatever.
I like Rhyperion. Let's just call it that
that
from
sounds
now on.
cooler. And like Magnezone, but like it would have been nice to have those too. But they do have Alolan, which is cool.
I was really excited to see the Alolan forms. I was disappointed that there weren't like the baby Pokemon or stuff like that. Anything connected to the first generation, I thought would have been really cool, especially because there are Alola forms. So I thought like, oh, they're gonna like bring in stuff that's kind of like updated. So I was a little disappointed to find. I love that we named him Ketchup. Oh, and then CP, CP does not work the way it does in Pokemon Go. When you transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Go, its stats are the equivalent. So like in Pokemon Go, you only have attack, defense, and HP. The HP, let's say you had a Pokemon, like a perfect IV Pokemon in Pokemon Go, it had perfect stats. Your HP, attack, and defense would all be perfect in Let's Go when you transferred it. And then it would be mirrored to the special attack and special defense, so you just have 5 perfect stats. Speed is the only one that's randomized, as far as we could tell when we tested it, and talking to people who've also been testing it. So that's our understanding, is that the stats are 1-to-1, but CP isn't, because it's calculated differently. I'm actually not sure how CP is calculated yet in this game, because I haven't been paying too much attention to it. But as far as I'm concerned, it's just a way, it's another abstraction for like maybe a younger kid or something to look at a Pokemon and be like, oh, 1,000 CP is more powerful than 900 CP.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how you know, like, oh, this Pokemon probably has better stats. But if you're like me and you're really nerdy about Pokemon, you'll look at the judge function, which you unlock a little bit later in the game, and that shows you the actual stat breakdown. You can unlock that in Sun and Moon also, but it's at the end of the game. You get this like super early on, and it was the best. Gray Fox says, I'm okay with Kallie playing the game on stream, even though she did not get a perfect score on Jake's Pokemon quiz last week. If you weren't around for our extra live stream, Jake set up a very nice Pokemon quiz for me. I got a 43 out of 50. B-Cop says, can you make the fire sprinklers go off in Brock's gym to win the badge?
I saw that.
Like in the anime? No, unfortunately. Hiko Kami says, wait, so only Pikachu and Eevee can learn those? Yeah, so depending on your version, only your partner Eevee or your partner Pikachu. So you can catch another Pikachu, but it's not like your special one. Only that Pokemon can learn the special moves, and there's like a guy in certain Pokemon centers who will teach you. I think the first one's in Cerulean. Yeah. Okay, is this gonna be Iza?
Yeah.
Wish Jake luck on the catching.
Easy.
Easy money. Easy money. What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
Oh, It was probably about the special moves that you can teach them, but I forgot. Necro Olaf, great name, says, is it true that you can't get the Pokemon back if you transferred them from Pokemon
I didn't
Go?
name it. I'll catch another one.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah, I can
you
name
it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can name your Pokemon at any time. So, like in Pokemon Go. Yeah, it's true. Once you transfer Pokemon from Go, you can't get it back into Go. So it's one-way trading, which that's fine for me because I have some like extras in Pokemon Go that I don't need.
I think this guy gives me something. No. Oh yeah, he does. Shouldn't he be like manning his shop though, not just?
No, his whole thing is like, I'm doing promotions for my Pokemart.
I'll catch a bird.
Meads 5. I talked about Pokemon Go stats, but the CP is not 1-1. And we'll have like a full. I'm actually working on the article for that. I was working on it before we came in here, so that'll be up, and it's just about how stats transfer and stuff.
What should we name Pidgey?
I always name my Pidgey Pigwidgeon, like in Harry Potter.
I don't know how to spell that, so we're gonna name it something else. All right. If you see a good name for it, I'll rename it.
Apparently, we have to name our Dugong Pikachu.
I don't think we're gonna get to that point in this stream.
I know. All right, thanks, Isa. Tahire Khan says, call the next Pokemon Status. Status?
Okay, I'll call Pidgey Status.
Himala Long says, how expensive is the Switch on Black Friday? Anyone have any good deals? I bet that a website called GameSpot.com, which you might have heard of, has good deals. We definitely have a lot of Black Friday stuff up, so.
I never actually nicknamed my Pokemon. I never really did either.
I always named
When I was younger, I just named him A.
Really?
Because I was trying to skip through all the dialogue. Because I didn't read anything, I just played it. Kind of like now, I still don't read anything, I just play.
That's fair.
Okay. Oh, I keep hitting that.
May wants a Pokemon named after them.
We're gonna name this one Status, though, right?
Yeah. May's a unicorn, but we're not gonna have access to a Rapidash until way later, so otherwise I would name the Rapidash May. I nicknamed my Pokemon, but only like the first ones I catch. And then if I'm breeding Pokemon, I obviously have a lot of breed checks, and then I don't name them because I'm just going to send them in Wonder Trade or whatever, which is not in this game. But you can't breed in this game either, so you don't have to worry about it. Bekov says, I hated when you would make in-game trades and their Pokemon would have names. Me too, especially if the Pokemon's name were all caps and my Pokemon were like lowercase. I was so irritated. I was like, now they don't even match. These ones don't have names, but you can't. I don't think you can nickname Pokemon that you've traded.
An NPC told me that.
Really?
I decided to read for once, and that's what I learned.
Gray Fox is asking if we're using the Pokeball Plus. No, because Jake gave it to our editor-in-chief because he has children. And
But I took the Mew off of there.
Yeah, he took the Mew.
Better believe I took the Mew off there.
Will Pokemon Gen, or Renegade the Renegade says, will Pokemon Gen 8 have the same graphics? It'll probably be somewhat similar. So Creatures did the, they do the 3D modeling for pretty much all the Pokemon games. I think they started for Pokemon Stadium. So they've been doing 3D modeling for a long time. And, wait, did you name the Nidoran female May? That would be a good Pokemon to name May. They did the modeling for this game as well.
How's it spelled? M-A-E?
Yeah. And that my guess is that it's going to be similar, but we noticed that the Pokemon here have like the Pokemon Go animations. It's like a similar, there's kind of like a standard. So I imagine they're going to be similar. This is kind of like a proof of what the next Pokemon could look like, in my opinion, but we don't know how different it's going to be. We don't know anything about that game, and I can't wait to find out more.
Catch another bird.
Bob Jones, 1980s. Hi, Bob Jones. Says, looks like you can shiny farm in-game trades now. Yeah, I was definitely farming the in-game Alolan Vulpix trades, so we'll see how that works. If you can change names at any time, did the nickname guru lose his job in the game? Yes, and there's like a little dialogue thing about that too. There's like a little joke.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Detox Z324, I don't know. First mention, I'll read your whole name. Says, can you bring your legendary Pokemon over from Go? So I think
yes.
Mew you can't, but everything else you can. So we tested it with Moltres.
You can't with Mew?
I think the only way you can get Mew is through the Pokeball Plus, but
okay.
I am not 100% sure on that. But we will actually have an article on that later today, because we are working on those before.
I don't want this bird in my party.
Hit Y, what do you do?
I don't know.
The Pokemon box is in your bag, which is really nice. But yeah, we tried it with a Moltres. We connected Chastity's Pokemon Go account to Jake's Switch. You can like unconnect or disconnect. There we go. You can disconnect your account whenever you want, so you can like give somebody, like you can connect to your friend's Switch and give them a Pokemon, which is really nice because like trading shinies in Pokemon Go is really expensive as far as Stardust goes. But yeah, we tried it with a Moltres and it worked. So I'm assuming the other legendary birds and Mewtwo work.
Oh man, good question. Your opinion of Detective Pikachu.
I'm so stoked, you guys. I cannot wait. Also, can we turn down our headphones a little bit? Because I feel like I can barely hear myself.
There might.
I don't want to ruin anything. Maybe Tay is listening and he can come help me. Yeah, Detective Pikachu is like the perfect amount of weird for me. And like I like how fucked up every Pokemon looks. Yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to say about Detective Pikachu?
I'm so excited. That's about all I have to say.
Bob Jones asked if Meltan is Go Trade only. Yeah, so how Meltan works, that's another one that will have like a full like outline of how to do it on the site soon. If you're watching this after it's live, then it'll be up already. But basically how it works is you transfer any Pokemon from Pokemon Go. It has to be first generation, but you transfer Pokemon from Go. Then you get a mystery box in Pokemon Go. That's your bonus for trading since it's only one way. If you do the mystery box, it works like an incense, and it's like 30 minutes, and that summons Meltan. You catch the Meltan, and then you can transfer Meltan into Let's Go. What we don't know is if Meltan can evolve in Let's Go, or if you have to evolve it in Go and then transfer it. So we're still experimenting with that.
Hopefully you can evolve them in Let's Go, because you need what? You need a ton of...
You need a ton of Meltan candy, and you can only use the mystery box once every week, so it's kind of a slow burn. Necro Olaf says, are there any Pokemon that you can only get in the Let's Go Eevee that you can't get in Let's Go Pikachu like the old games? Yeah.
Bellsprout, for one.
So the exclusives they announced before the games came out were Bellsprout, Vulpix, and Meowth for Eevee. And then Pikachu had Oddish, Growlithe, and Sandshrew. And then the one thing that I'm not sure about is you didn't catch an Ekans, and I didn't catch a Mankey. We had a trade.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't checked. Actually, I guess I could take up my Switch right now and check if I know where Mankey's habitat is. So,
I mean, normally he's over here. You can find Mankeys over here.
Is that where you caught yours?
Mm-hmm.
I did not see one. So
I got one early on for Brock, I think. Maybe
Wait, as you do. I'm going to check my Pokedex right now and see if Mankey is available in Eevee because I'm not confident that it is.
Someone asked what our favorite Pokemon are, too.
Yeah, I think Mankey's not in Eevee.
Favorite Pokemons.
Habitat unknown. My favorite Pokemons? From any generation? Or... Eevee is one of my favorites, which is why I wanted to do Let's Go Eevee. I really like Umbreon. Well, I like all the evolutions.
What's your least favorite evolution?
Leafeon, probably.
Oh, okay.
I mean, so I think Flareon sucks. I think Flareon is like a Pokemon I will never use in battle. Fun fact, Flareon is the only fully evolved fire-type Pokemon in the entire series of Pokemon that can't learn Solar Beam, so what is the fucking point? That's what I have to say about that. And I also like Absol a lot, and Vulpix, and Mimikyu. I love Mimikyu. And I like pretty much every ghost Pokemon. I really like Gengar, and I like Litwick.
I think I like Haunter more than Gengar.
I like Haunter more than Gengar, too.
Cool. Thanks for the info.
What?
Just...
Oh, talking to him. Hi, Miranda! Miranda's here! Miranda also reviewed Pokemon for IGN. She's great. A fun story about me and Miranda is that when Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow were announced for 3DS Virtual Console, we both cried. Nick Jazz says, mine is Primate. Favorite Pokemon.
I like Primate because he's like a furball with arms.
So the thing that confuses me about Mankey is like, I always thought it was a monkey, but the Pokedex says it's a pig Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Drifloon's so good. Stupid Rattata. I like how sassy this trainer is.
Goodbye, Rattata.
Lucario's really good. I really like Whimsicott. I miss Whimsicott.
I like Gulpin.
Why?
Gulpin is great.
Snorlax is also... Yes, Bob Jones, Crystal is the best version. That is 100% correct. And when they remake Crystal or bring it to the 3DS, I will sob. Robbie Bennett says, which do you prefer, Charizard, Blastoise, or Venusaur? Only Charizard.
Charizard.
It goes, my ranking goes like Charizard, Venusaur, and then Blastoise down here.
Squirtle, though. Squirtle's up there. Squirtle's a good little turtle.
Squirtle's great. I wish he could have sunglasses. Your partner Pikachu or Eevee can have sunglasses, and it's dope.
Oh, we can also change Eevee's hair, huh?
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can.
I bet you can do it. I just don't know how with
It's
the
confusing.
Joy-Con.
I really want Tay to come in here and turn down the volume for us because it's really loud.
There's...
Is it that?
I can probably do it. No.
What's your favorite generation? 2.
Here, do you want to play and I can turn it down?
Okay. Oh, there's a Pikachu. I mean, there's a Pikachu. Ben, Blastoise is far down because... Yes, thank you. Blastoise is far down for me because he isn't good. I heard a Pikachu. Go get him.
All right. Hopefully I didn't mess up anything. Hopefully you guys can still hear us. All right.
Yeah, let us know if the volume's okay.
It's a female.
I was just like going deaf. Ben, he's a sweet, sweet gun turtle boy.
Do I have any berries? I do have a berry. All right. What are we gonna call Pikachu? There it is.
Oh, here we go. Yay!
What do we call him, Pikachu?
Pikachu. Oh, Tay's on his way.
No. We're not trying to turn down the levels. We're just trying to turn down the monitor, which I did. I think we're good. Yeah, I just turned down the what's happening in our headphones.
What's your favorite legendary? That's a good question. I think I don't know. I don't know.
So what do we name in Pikachu? Do we get a name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Oh, we also had pancakes, which I really like. But Ryan Reynolds wins.
Yeah, I think Ryan Reynolds wins.
We'll name a Pokemon Pancake.
Yeah, we got one more slot to fill.
Oh!
Ryan Reynolds.
My favorite shiny. Okay, so I can actually answer this question. I really like shiny Umbreon. I really like shiny Politoed because he looks like cotton candy. I like shiny Ditto because it's blue, and I like shiny Ponyta. Yeah. I don't know if I have a favorite legendary. I mean, Mew is kind of a basic answer, but I like Jirachi. I don't know. Celebi? I don't know.
I like Fione. No, I don't really.
What?
I just if you move, you can like if you can spell iPhone with it if you want. I think if you like move the I and put it, it's iPhone.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What's your preferred type of Pokemon? I like ghost types.
Has anyone finished this game yet?
We have.
It took me around 30, almost 30, I think 30 hours. I don't remember.
I think mine was like 35, but that's because I was.
You took a little bit. You didn't go as quickly as I did.
Well, I was testing out some stuff like catch combos and how stats work. So I think it would probably take you like 30 hours, and I'm at like 41 now. But that's not that many because by comparison, I have 180 hours in Pokemon Moon in one save. So.
Ooh, best doggo Pokemon.
I like Rockruff and Growlithe. What about you?
I like Growlithe a lot, but I also like Houndour.
Oh, shit. I forgot about Houndour. Okay, yeah, I like him a lot. He's actually my favorite. I changed my answer. I really like dark types, too. Edwin Healy says Totodile is my fave starter. Totodile was my first starter ever because my first Pokemon game was actually Crystal, and then I went back and I played this game.
My first starter was Bulbasaur, and a lot of people made fun of me for that. In this office.
At kindergarten?
In this office. No one made fun of me until
like I was like
I
your
said
kindergarten
Bulbasaur.
class mocked you?
No, until I said Bulbasaur was my favorite starter. And
Bulbasaur's great.
People lost their mind.
Jake Bean says, so this is basically a remastered Pokemon Yellow with the Pokemon Go catching controls.
There's a bit more to it.
I think there's more to it. It's more like because it's not a straight remake or a remaster. It's more of like a reimagining. There are key differences. There's like surprises. Not a ton of surprises, but yeah. There is an Elite Four in this game.
All right. See ya, Kakuna.
Ooh, we have someone whose favorite type is Bug. You never see that, but Scyther rules. Oh, that's another one. Scyther and Pinsir. Scyther is in Pikachu. Pinsir is in Eevee.
Oh, yeah. What did I run into?
Noctis Kami. This is for the Nintendo Switch.
Today I downloaded a Pokemon game called Pokemon Fire Red.
Well, that means
like
you got
that
it
game a
illegally
lot.
because you can't download that game.
I used to have it on my iPhone, and then there was an update, and I couldn't play it anymore.
Coolest shiny dragon type Pokemon. 100% not Dragonite, because shiny Dragonite looks like Dragon Tails, and I don't like it. That's my official stance. I like Hydreigon.
I don't know what Salamance's shiny looks like, but I like Salamence a lot.
I like Salamence. Shiny Salamence is greenish, I think. Luckily, I have an app for this.
Young Flame asks, is the game good? Check out my review. I think it's very good.
In fact, you think it's great.
Matt Paget's also a Bulbasaur guy.
Hey, Matt Paget. Is the multiplayer on one game or on 2 accounts? So if I were to... Actually, we might as well show that off.
I don't know if you can jump in.
I can. The little 2-player icon. Oh, I can't because you're choosing a move. But, so this multiplayer is on one account. And then if you wanted to, like, trade or battle, that's on 2 separate switches. Oh.
Sporting trait.
Yeah! That's me. That's actually what my character looks like.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
we don't want a Bellsprout out here, though. You can switch to Pikachu.
I am not a coward.
Okay.
Oh my god! Okay, Ben asked the question I've been waiting to answer, which is all these questions about what is good. I want to know what Pokemon are the worst, and why is it Wooper? I like Wooper. The worst Pokemon are Nosepass and Probopass, Jinx, Mr. Mime, Magmar.
Don't say Gulpin. Gulpin's great.
Where's your phone? Do you have the list that we were making? Under the knee, yeah, the only difference... oh, sorry, you're answering somebody. But yeah, the difference
Magmar,
is just... Magmar's
Jinx,
bad.
Mr. Mime.
Oh, Ludicolo. Sorry, Matt. Ludicolo sucks.
Youngoose.
Oh, yeah, Youngoose is the one that looks like Trump.
Alolan Dugtrio.
Okay, so I'm the support trainer, and I can't run into Pokemon. I just, it's like when you bring a little kid into the kitchen. You're like, you're helping, but really you just give them like Play-Doh. Oh, sorry. Wow, that's the first time we've done that.
Well, to be fair, we only tried this out like once for 10 minutes.
And then we got bored. Yeah. I wanted to play my own game. Damn. Ryan Reynolds is not. It's gonna be so funny. Yeah, Mr. Mime sucks. I will say, like, I am so pleasantly surprised by this game. I was a little nervous because I'm really deep into the competitive scene in Pokemon, and I was, I was like, oh, I don't know how much I want to step back with Pokemon, but I've been really, really enjoying this, and I've never wanted to catch Pokemon more than I have in this game. Not never, but like in a really long time. I've never caught them all, and because that was never something I was into. And this game, I like really want to do it. I'm 2 away.
I think it helps knowing that there's the full one's coming in like a year.
I think, yeah. I think if they had just announced this and there wasn't another one coming, I'd be a little like, oh, well, I wouldn't be disappointed, but I would be unsatisfied.
Yeah,
not fully satisfied, I guess.
Well, I'm thinking we beat Brock, and then we move over to my game.
Someone wants to see your team, which Jake will show you his team for sure.
Better make sure I change the names.
Do you think Biscuit is a good name for Alolan Raichu? Hell yeah. Yeah, so Arcanine and Ninetales are exclusives. Ninetales would be exclusive to Eevee, and Arcanine would be exclusive to Pikachu. However, there is a person in Vermilion City who will give you an Arcanine if you're playing Eevee, but they'll give you a Persian in Pikachu. So Growlithe and Meowth are equivalents, and I think the reason for that is Vulpix and Sandshrew are equivalents because they both have Alolan forms. So that's like an interesting, weird thing. I'm having a great time doing nothing.
Hey, you're helping.
I'm helping.
Not really. I love the music so much.
Yeah, the music.
Wow. A lot of Bellsprouts.
Oh, no, I'm lost. Where am I?
See ya. I think if you shake, you appear back. Oh, but we got a cutscene.
Oh, I think you got to fight Ketchup by yourself.
Do I have to fight Ketchup again? I don't think I fight him here.
I don't know. What's the key for nice and excellent throws?
The circle. You want to get the Pokeball in the circle. The smaller the circle is, the better the throw will be. I think it's nice if it's like in the circle. It's great if it's smaller, and then it's excellent if it is
like super small.
Yeah.
John Derby says hello. Hello.
You're back, but I'm immediately ditching you.
Hey, Matt, I have good news. Matt says, if I had a Persian in real life, I'd ride it around town like a horse. You can ride Persian in this game. Your dreams have all come true.
Picking up all my groceries.
And saying hi to all the... You can do that. You can live your dream. Live your truth. Dusk the Night says, can't wait to play this with my girlfriend when I get home. John Luke has been doing that with his girlfriend, and they're enjoying it a lot. And they're actually doing the 2-player thing and having a fun time. I think Jake and I are just like, when we tried the 2-player, we were like, nah, we'd rather play our own games.
I was looking at some of the footage they captured, and they named their Pokemon they named Pidgey Burb.
They named Eevee Sweet Pea, which is really cute.
All right. It's your turn, Isa. Show us how it's done.
Oh, this is a question for you. How's the grind to level 100?
So much quicker. So much quicker. There are ways to like level up super quick after you finish the game. Like you level up quicker normally, but because your whole party levels up when you catch Pokemon, and there are certain Pokemon, I don't know if I want to say it, but there are certain Pokemon that every time you catch, you get a ton of experience.
Yeah.
So if you chain, like, catch a ton of them, like I think all my Pokemon in my party are level 100, and I'm like 50 hours in, I think. And they probably all got to it. Well, actually, they recently just got to 100, but...
Yeah. And he'll show that in a little bit.
After we beat Brock.
If you guys are okay with things that are barely spoilers.
Yeah.
Dr. Sanjay Joyfish says, where do I get Bulbasaur and Squirtle? I have a whole article on GameSpot.com about how to get them. But basically, NPCs will give them to you if you've caught a certain number of Pokemon total. So you can get Bulbasaur in Cerulean City, Squirtle in Vermilion City, and then Charmander on Route 24. But you should also read my article because please justify why I spent time on it. Thank you.
It's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to... Coffin Cat says, Pokemon Sun Moon Persian looks like it has a mouthful of bees. Which is very true. Oh, rip.
A friend told me you can't battle wild Pokemon. Is that true? There are certain Pokemon you can battle, but no. For the most part, you just catch. Which, like I said, I thought I wouldn't like, but I actually don't really mind it.
I haven't missed the battling at all.
Yeah.
And I think that's something actually Miranda said in her review as well. Like, that's just... you don't really notice it. Like, it goes by a lot faster. Like, you don't have to go through the hassle of, like, getting a Pokemon down to a low amount of health and then trying to catch it and failing to catch it. Like, you catch the Pokemon and then you battle a trainer, and I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything.
Dustin Knight asks, is it possible to obtain Red's team from Soul Silver? What was his team in Soul Silver? Charizard, Pikachu. I don't remember what else he had. If they're all Gen 1, then yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned this. And Pikachu says, I got Bulbasaur in the grass also with a lure. Yeah, so you can catch them in the wild. You can, Bulbasaur. So I actually don't know everywhere you can find them. So if you know other places to find them, please let me know. And I'll add it to my article. But Bulbasaur, I found in Viridian Forest. We found Charmander in Rock Tunnel. And Squirtle we found in a couple places. But one of them was Route 24. So you can catch them, but the cool thing about getting them from the NPCs is they'll have really good stats automatically instead of you having to chain a Pokemon, which we can talk about a little bit later about how catch combos work. But if you catch like 50 Pokemon in a row, then they'll have better and better stats. But you can just have somebody give you a Bulbasaur with good stats, and it's nice. Senate Play says, "Hi guys, hi." Yeah, I should just tap out after this because I'm not adding anything. I'm not doing anything helpful.
Well, we're gonna end after this, so
yeah.
Or we're gonna not end. We're gonna switch.
Actually,
to,
can I like drop out now? Is that something I can do mid battle? I actually don't know.
Oh, it's just we'll finish. We're almost done.
I'm gonna try to be helpful. There we go. Mad. The music is really, really good.
Is there any online verses? You can battle people online, however, there's no matchmaking, so you can't like randomly just jump in and battle someone, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, you have to, you put in like a Pokemon code, so it'll be like Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and then you have to tell your friend, oh, the code is Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and then you can battle. But there's single and double battles, so that's nice. Oh, also before we change, you should play with Eevee.
I did a little bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there was a tutorial on the tutorial
for
it.
The tutorial. The Banana Boat Life says, so is this the Pokemon RPG that is coming out? This is this year's Pokemon RPG. There's another one coming out in 2019 that's supposed to be geared towards the more experienced player, I should say. They're not calling it hardcore, but this is definitely the intro to Pokemon. But we're longtime Pokemon players, and we both have really enjoyed this game, even though it's supposedly like Pokemon baby mode. So take the marketing with a grain of salt, I think. And yeah, Eevee is really, really freaking cute. Yeah, no GTS, but you don't really... So I'll let you actually talk about the GTS and Wonder Trade, because you had a good point.
Since the roster of Pokemon is so much smaller, I never really felt like I needed it. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I mean, yeah, that's... Like, I use the GTS and Wonder Trade extensively in other games, but since there's no breeding, like, I use Wonder Trade to get rid of my Breejects. Because I'll be breeding like I have a ton of Eevees in Pokemon Moon specifically because I was breeding a perfect evolution of every kind. And I had a ton that I couldn't use. So I would just Wonder Trade them, and they have like 3 good, like perfect stats. And so it's something like somebody can use them to start breeding if they wanted to, if they knew how to do that. But you can't breed in this game, so I don't have like any extras. You just transfer them to the professor for candy. So it's kind of like Pokemon Go in that way. The GTS is the global trade system, and you can be like, oh, I'll trade. You can put like a Mr. Mime in the GTS in the other Pokemon games, and be like, get my Mr. Mime. I'm looking for a Ditto, and someone will have to offer you up a Ditto, and people use that to get like the last remaining Pokemon they need for their Pokedex, and people offer up like hacked Pokemon a lot.
I'm gonna cut to camera while I switch games.
Okay. It's really pink in here. My skin's a lot pinker than I thought. Yeah. So now we're gonna switch to Jake's Let's Go Pikachu, where he's caught every Pokemon and has like 5 shinies. Are there TMs? Yes, there are TMs in this game, and they are multi-use. They're not single-use like they were in the original Yellow. When you say more hardcore, longer, and more secrets, etc., no doubt they'll release each region as a separate game. I don't know about that, but I would say, yeah, when they say it's a more hardcore Pokemon, I think they mean like it'll have the full in-depth stats. Like this game, like we said, doesn't have held items, it doesn't have abilities, things that competitive players use. So the competitive options are kind of limited. I think I'm gonna have fun battling with like fewer options, though. It's kind of a challenge. Aw, thanks, May. All right. You guys ready? Don't worry, it's not... I wouldn't call this spoilery because if you played this game, there's not a whole lot in this part of the game that would be surprising. But Jake has a Meltan.
Oh, Meltan's not supposed to be in my party, though. See, that's the wrong sort.
Pikachu can use Fly, so it's not called Fly. It's called, what, Sky Dash? And it's like on a little balloon scooter.
I can do it, because we probably want to get out of here anyway.
Yeah.
Any town in particular people want to see?
Yeah, is there anything any people want to go to? You can't change your hair color once you start the game. Does the game link with Pokemon Bank yet? No. I don't know if it will. I don't think they've confirmed that. I don't think they've said anything about Pokemon Bank. Pokemon Bank isn't even on the Switch. It's an app for 3DS, so I would really hope that Pokemon Bank would be compatible with this game because you can get shinies a lot more easily, and you can transfer your shinies from Pokemon Go, which are easier to find in turn. So that's something that's really interesting to me. And I also have found it to be easier and faster to get Pokemon with good stats, which, like I said, I have 180 hours in Pokemon Moon, and that is mostly breeding and training Pokemon with good stats. And I already have like a perfect cube. I have a perfect shiny Cubone, basically. His defense is like whatever, but so yeah.
Well, here's my party.
Okay. Oh, did you not save the name?
No. Gengar. Alakazam. You guys know him. Vaporeon. Rapidash. And Aerodactyl.
Matt wants us to go to Celadon City to gamble. Unfortunately, the game corner is defunct. You can't gamble in there.
They've run out of tokens, apparently.
Yeah.
Which I call BS on.
Oh, yeah.
I think they just don't want kids gambling.
They got rid of the game corner years ago, so. Super Mandible Claw, the catering to kids and the Go implementation really turns me off. I felt similarly to you. I really felt differently after. What?
All right.
After
I was trying to play a game.
Berry. I felt differently after I played the game. I think one of Pokemon's biggest strengths to me is that Pokemon can basically scale to whatever difficulty you want. When you play a Pokemon game, you can play as hardcore or as casually as you want to. You can play really relaxed. This game is definitely geared towards the more relaxed side, and you can't go as in-depth as you wanted to, but there's still depth to it. And so I admire that. And there's the Rapidash. I admire that. I think this game does a good job of offering things to more experienced players or people who have nostalgia for Pokemon Yellow. So like other Pokemon games, I actually think it's pretty balanced between the two. It's just skewed a little bit more towards the relaxed side. This isn't related to Pokemon, but somebody in YouTube says Mother Earth is pregnant for the 3rd time, for y'all have knocked her up, which is the funniest thing I've ever read. I don't know what that means, but what a sentence. Levi Barker asks, how does the difficulty compare to the originals or the remakes?
So I'm not entirely sure. I think the levels of the Pokemon you fight are pretty much the same. However, since you level up so much quicker, there's not really any grinding ever, and they're typically pretty easy. I saw someone with a pink Hypno. I guess I could show off my shinies too.
Oh yeah. I really like that the Pokemon boxes.
Well, here's one.
In your bag, you don't have to go to a Pokemon Center.
Oh dang.
There he is. What are his stats?
Oh,
that's not
okay.
his third. He actually has attack and. Huh.
So there's him, and then I think I start them all. Can I do it by favorites on top? There we go.
You have so many Pokemon.
I know, right?
Okay. And so this one you just found.
I just found.
He
Kind of looks sick. Yeah, I know. I like broke a chain too. For that, and then.
And that one you just found also.
I just found this one also, and then this one, which took for. I don't know why Jigglypuff is starred.
Did it have good stats? Yeah.
The problem is I have so many.
You have really... Just go through your Ponytas and... So Jake caught 300 Ponytas in a row to try to find the perfect shiny Ponyta.
Oh, that's not annoying.
Just go faster.
Oh, wait, it's this one.
There we go.
I caught it with a Master Ball, too, because I'd caught every Pokemon and I didn't know what else to use it on. It's like, I don't want to blow this.
Yeah, so like the more Pokemon of the same species you catch in a row, the higher chance of getting a shiny and like one with really good stats. But Jake caught 300 in a row, and then he caught the shiny in a meeting, and it was great.
And then there's Cubone. Those are my shinies.
Yay. Ryan Rogan says, are there gyms in the Elite Four to challenge? Yep.
I can fight a gym leader, Probably not the Elite Four, but I mean, I guess I could do the Elite Four, but it'll take a while. Which gym leader should I fight?
Oh yeah, let's let people. How do eggs work? There are no eggs. So there is a Pokemon daycare, but it just has the one Pokemon. There's no eggs. So yeah, it's that was one thing I was a little disappointed by, but like I said, it's still really easy to get the Pokemon that you want with good stats. I've been trying to catch some good ones. I soft reset for perfect.
Oh, he's so big.
Oh wow. I soft reset for perfect the like a perfect Zapdos.
Not Giovanni. Just because of not a lot to spoil, but like that's probably one we shouldn't do.
Matt asks, do you have to have your starter in your party? You don't.
No, it'll still stay on your shoulder though.
Yeah, it'll still be with you. You can take it out of your party, but your Pikachu or Eevee, the partner you have, has perfect stats.
All right, I see Sabrina.
Wait, can you show off its perfect stats?
Oh yeah.
Super Mandible Claw says Vaporeon 420 HP.
Wait,
yeah.
does my Vaporeon have 420 HP?
No, but that would be dope. Get it?
420.
What? Really?
It does.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna screenshot this.
Anyway.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you can't breed in this game, unfortunately.
Oh, and now I see a Blaine too. I see lots of.
I think Sabrina. I see Sabrina. It's the first one. We could do Sabrina and then Blaine.
Okay.
I do think this game is worthwhile, but I don't like to talk about the monetary value of games because I think how much money is worth is just dependent on you and like what your budget and priorities are. So I would rather not like talk about the money, but I've really had a great time playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, like I've put 50 hours into this game, and I was like, enjoyed all 50 hours.
And I, like, that's not me being like
yeah,
I don't know. I'm
Vaporeon
like,
is lit.
I'm 100% serious in that, like, I really found this game to be a good time, and so, yeah.
I have to figure out the order of these.
Jewelporion, nice, nice. Oh my god, Coffin Cat. I just realized your name wasn't Coughing Cat. That's still a cool name, I just... Yeah.
I guess that's a good point, considering the handheld games are cheaper.
But this is, I mean, you can play, like, the Switch is not the same as a 3DS,
Yeah.
you know, like the cool,
It is a very pretty game that you're getting.
Yeah, it's like a super, I don't like to use the word polish, but like I think in comparing it to handheld games, I would say like it has a lot more polish as far as like how pretty it is and how well it runs. There were a couple frame rate drops for me in Viridian Forest, but not really anywhere else. But then like I said, like how much money is worth is really up to you personally and your budget. And like if you don't need to replay this game, or if you don't have nostalgia for this game, or if you just, you know, you're not interested in a more relaxed Pokemon experience, then like that's up to you. But I really liked it. Cheesecake asks, is the 3DS still a thing? Yeah.
It exists.
It still exists. I like my 3DS. The competitive Pokemon scene is still in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so they're still using the 3DS. Oh, Juice Coil brings up a great point. My mom said she could get me Let's Go next week, but told her not to as I want Smash Day 1. That is fair.
I'm stoked for Smash.
I'm very stoked for Smash.
This is like the only one, if you fight gym leaders again, this is the only one where you actually have to go through all of this.
Yeah, this one is annoying. Maybe a poor choice on our point. Our part. 152 Pokemon is too little for a Pokemon game in 2018. I thought that as well, but I will say like it kind of takes the pressure off, and especially if you like haven't played Pokemon in a really long time, it's kind of like I feel like 700 something Pokemon is kind of intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something I was going to... Oh, Fortnite Noob says, I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild and your Shrine videos were helpful, thanks. You're welcome, that's probably Rob handling.
Oh my god.
This is... We should have just done Blaine. I forgot about
there
this.
It is.
Finally.
All right. Make sure my team is all sorted. Yep, we want Gengar.
Super Mandible Claw pre-ordered the Smash Limited Edition with a GameCube controller. Didn't you do that? Or did you just
I didn't
get the
pre-order. I just got the
controller?
controller separately.
Ben brings up a fantastic point, which is I want Snake's butt back. I can't believe they nerfed his butt. They better release a day one patch.
A butt patch.
A butt patch. Midlife Gaming says I just joined. What is even going on? I'm not sure if you joined during the butt conversation or just after it, but we're playing Pokemon Let's Go and showing off stuff about the game, and Jake showed his shinies and stuff. It's not a remake because there are significant differences. I mean, I would say the catching mechanics alone are like a significant enough difference. But there's stuff that we don't want to like spoil for anybody. They're not significant spoilers, but they were fun to discover ourselves. The next game probably won't be simplified like this one, Andrew H. We don't know much about that game, but when I went to Tokyo for the announcement of Let's Go, they were talking about Pokemon 2019 being more geared towards the hardcore audience, and so this game being like a game you can play on your TV, whereas Pokemon 2019, that mainline RPG is going to be more of the traditional handheld experience that we're used to. But like I said before in the stream, we don't know much about it, so who knows?
Maybe I should switch. Show off someone else.
Show off your Rapidash. It's a jinx. Michael Robinson, how does he have a level 100? Because
I cheated.
because he's been playing for 50 hours.
It's much easier to level up in this. All right, I'll switch to Pikachu.
Snake's backside aside, I am very excited to play Ultimate. Me too, Ben. No, so this is a end game save. Jake's just rebattling, so they'll be the normal levels that you're used to the first time. I like that you have just 3 electric attacks.
4 electric. They're all 4 electric.
Oh, well, you have Thunder Wave, I mean. Aww. The Banana Boat Life. What an awesome time. We're parents who grew up during the start of Pokemon in the late 90s, and now we get to bond with our kids with something that we grew up with and that they also like. Yeah, that makes me so happy. My favorite thing is when kids come to the office. I have a lot of Pokemon at my desk. I really like the costume Pikachus specifically. Everyone thinks my favorite Pokemon is Pikachu, but it's not. I just really like how Pikachu dresses up his stuff. And kids get really excited, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, Adrian Rodriguez, we get review copies, so that's why. Oh.
All right, should I do Blaine and then we can call it?
Sure. Oh, it's already noon.
Yeah, I'm doing for over an hour.
Time flies when you're training Pokemon.
Oh, when you beat the game, can you go back and fight a gym over? Yep, that's what I'm doing now. What you said? I don't know why I went in here, but...
Miguel Ramirez has a good question. So if I hate Pokemon Go but love the true Pokemon games, should I get this?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's more of a core Pokemon RPG than it is Pokemon Go. It just has the catching mechanics, but it doesn't feel like it's trying to be Pokemon Go. I think it's just borrowing from the idea of like, oh, this is an incentive to catch more Pokemon. So I think it works really well. Where's the giant Pikachu kept at? I moved him. He sits on a chair overlooking the editorial pit, and he guards us all.
No, he's making sure you guys don't slack off.
Yeah, he's watching. I put a crown on him, but I moved the crown. Oh, and then we should note that like Pokemon Go connectivity, like you don't need it at all. It's not necessary.
I caught all 100. The only Pokemon you can't get without Pokemon Go is Meltan, But you can get all the other ones without Pokemon Go.
Yeah, and
You will need someone to trade with,
You
though.
completed your Pokedex just by trading. Yeah.
You can even get, in this one, you can get the Helix Fossil if you pick Dome Fossil and vice versa, which is nice.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to mention that. That was really cool, actually. I should add that to my beginner's tips guide. But we both picked the Dome Fossil, but there's an area where you can find more fossils, so that's exciting. Thanks, Bob Jones. Thank you for coming. I like how giant Gengar is. Zhang Sarah says, should I get Pikachu or Eevee? It depends which one you prefer. The exclusives are different.
I'd factor in if you'd rather have an electric type or you'd rather have Eevee, and then take a look at all the exclusives, like what you were saying.
Yeah. Michael Robinson wants to see your party.
Sure.
Oh, before we end, can we battle?
Oh, yeah.
I like sushi. Am I late? A little bit, but it's still okay. Thanks, Miguel Ramirez. I hope you enjoy the game. Like we said, it's definitely more lighter than like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but still having a lot of fun with it. I Like Sushi wants to get a shout out to brag to your friends. Of course. Shout out to I Like Sushi. I also like sushi. Gengar is 4'9". It's not big. Well, you're playing a 10-year-old, so I guess a 10-year-old would be like 4 foot something.
Vaporeon's got this. Vaporeon 420.
Oh yeah, you're lit Vaporeon. Torque, you can't evolve your partner Eevee, but you can catch another Eevee and evolve it. Division Orbit is also deciding between Eevee and Pikachu. I think the exclusives would be a big one. Like we said, it's Eevee has Vulpix, Meowth, Bellsprout, Pinsir, and I believe Ekans. I don't think you could get Ekans in Pikachu. And then Pikachu has Growlithe, Sandshrew, Oddish, Scyther, and Mankey, as far as we could tell. So I would piece it around that. But also, like, you can take your partner Pokemon out of your I will say, I think Pikachu is way cuter when dressed up. So if you want to dress up your partner
should I dress
Pokemon,
up Pikachu a little bit?
yeah, his hats look way cuter.
We might want to not battle each other because it might take a while.
I want to battle.
Okay.
How complex is this game? My kids love Pokemon Go, but we're not sure if this game will be too complex for them to grasp. I think it does a good job of explaining the more complex concepts, or like a kid doesn't have to even consider those things like stats. There is complexity to it, but I think it's something a kid could totally get a handle on. I mean, I learned to read basically playing Pokemon, so.
Yes, you can catch Eevee in Let's Go Pikachu too. That's how I've got my Vaporeon 420. Gengar got stuck. Alright, I'm going to dress up Pikachu.
And then we're gonna battle. And then we'll call it. Oh wow, Callie's online. Oh, you can't see it because of the pip. Never mind.
You're going to be able to see all the moves and Pokemon I pick.
I'm not gonna look.
And you're going to look? Okay. Wait, I want to dress up Pikachu.
Like I said before, it's really just up to you. And Jake has a 1,600-word review about why he thinks it's a great game. So if you're not convinced, read that review. And like, honestly, it just comes down to what you prefer. People are saying it's not worth $60, but like, that's up to you. So we're just telling you why we enjoy it and like why we have been playing for 50 hours. So, yeah, that's really all I can say about it. Okay, Pikachu looks great. My favorite word I learned from playing Pokemon was facade, and I remember asking my mom what facade meant, and my mom was like, "Do you mean facade?" And that was when I was playing Pokemon Sapphire.
All right, Pikachu's all set.
Can the legendaries be shiny? I believe so. Shiny Articuno looks really cool. A nearby player. Remember to select
Nearby.
no, I was gonna say remember to select standard rules instead of no rules.
Oh, yeah.
Because your Pokemon are all level 100.
Oh, someone wanted the Diglett cap. Sorry.
Oh, the Diglett cap is so good, dude. I'll put the Diglett cap. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, normal rules. Oh, I get to pick.
Coffin Cat says, not joking, I would have been too dumb to play this when I was a kid. I was too dumb to play.
I was totally going to read that one. That's really funny.
Are you?
Yep. We're going to play normal rules. I'm going to play with just the party I have because I'm still catching the Pokemon I actually want to use, but I have my Aerodactyl who's perfect.
Oh, wait, I kind of want to switch my Pokemon.
Well, do your box.
But it says, do you just want to use...
Well, your party
And
Pokemon
then
are
will it
still
bring
in your
up-
box, yeah. Jerome McFarland says, I still think facade is pronounced facade a decade later. There are... So, I have that with a lot of words where, like, I have to, like, think to myself how they're pronounced. Like, I think my
No,
biggest...
see, look, it just brings up the top 6. Hold on. I can't back out, huh? That's not going to be a fun back.
Can you back out?
No, I can't back out. I'm just going to get... I don't want to be stuck with this team.
How do we cancel? We're just gonna exit?
Yeah. Well, because it's going to take
Thanks for
forever.
coming, Crime. We're just gonna battle and then we're gonna wrap the stream up.
Let's only do 3 Pokemon. Just make it quicker.
Oh, you want to do 3 Pokemon? Okay.
Mhm. That's kind of annoying that I don't have access to my box.
Before, like, once we get in there.
Yeah. And then I can't back out.
Oh, yeah, May, I don't know how Canadian dollars work, but that sounds like it's a lot. I don't know. Lucy James just came back from Canada and was really excited because apparently Sephora was a lot cheaper there. So I don't know how it works. Oh, you didn't save, so you
No, I
didn't get
wasn't
any of
able
your
to
money for
save.
your battles? It sucks. Okay, our code is still Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
All right.
Thanks, Perchon Empire. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but thank you so much for coming. Joe Merrick from Cerebi said stuff about the game, and I mean, if you usually align with his opinion, then that's, like I said, your opinion's your opinion, dude. We're just telling you our opinion.
Which legendary bird?
Oh, you're bringing a legendary bird?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now I'm bringing a legendary bird. Because I soft reset for a nice one, so you're going to get it.
Oh, God, I'm screwed.
Actually, maybe I shouldn't bring it, just to be for that sweet, sweet handicap. I don't know what my birds even have. Like what moves they have. I just want everyone to know that my Zapdos has perfect HP, special attack, special defense, and defense. I'm really excited about it. I'm just gonna go with my team.
All right.
You're bringing Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Okay,
The people want to see the legendaries.
Okay.
Go all legendary team.
Fine.
Yours are going to be better than mine, though, because you soft resets. You'll win. I just caught him and then moved on.
Yeah, Jake got Mew because he had a... Okay, it's on. My Moltres has perfect HP, attack, defense, and speed.
I'm screwed.
That was like the best I could get. I would rather have special attack be best.
All right, Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
Okay. Oh no, I don't want to trade. I want a single battle. Okay. We're doing 3, you said?
Yeah, why don't we just pick 3?
Rather than the normal 6. Normal rules. I'm scared.
Why? You have the...
Okay, I'm not gonna look at your...
Okay, the
Oh
moves
wait,
I pick?
can. I'm just gonna look at my Switch. I can't. I'm not gonna look.
Can a legendary be shiny? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Never even used Articuno.
Yeah, you can play with people from other versions. I'm playing on Eevee right now. And Jake's on Pikachu. Oh shit.
It's good.
Damn it! Well, I didn't. This is not.
That won't do much damage, though.
Also, Reflect doesn't protect you against Thunderbolt.
I know, but it lasts for a while. I have, like, no Pokemon that'll help me out here. Is that it? Am I done? Oh, yes. Thank you.
Damn it.
Ben says, I love the music so much. Me too. It's so good.
The jams.
Perfect speed's gonna beat me here.
Oh, actually, my Zapdos doesn't have perfect speed.
Oh.
That's the one stat that's not perfect.
Don't worry, you're gonna win. And you see the third Pokemon I have.
Yeah, I don't even know what your third Pokemon is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's only a critical. I want to survive long enough to get another light screen up. I'm not going to.
Critical! Ah.
Oh yeah, you're faster than me, Rip.
Oh, you went first.
Yeah, I think my Aerodactyl has perfect speed. Oh man.
You're at least gonna feel bad.
It's so cute.
It only knows pound because it's level 1.
It's level 1.
Yeah.
It got leveled up because we are playing on standard rules.
The chat just really wanted to see Mew. So it's like, all right.
Oh, you have really good defense though. It's just gonna use pound. Oh.
Also, that looks like Aerodactyl after puberty.
I just wanted to show off Mega Evolution.
This is a little goatee. I don't like that Aerodactyl.
I don't like it either, but I just wanted to show it. Woo! I beat the team of legendaries. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. That was our Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee launch stream. We have lots of content up right now, and then we'll be continuing to roll out content. So I have a beginner's tips guide if you like have any basic questions about the game. There's some stuff about like differences. We have a video version of that going up later today. We have a how to get Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, and how Meltan works, how Pokemon Go works. So big questions answered. Let us know if there's anything else you want us to cover, and we'll try to make it happen. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Oh, and Jake's review. You should probably read that too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bye-bye.